because Lukey was driving me nutsy already.
I know. I'm sorry.
Oops. I got two things. Can you hear that?
Yeah.
Total chaos mode.
Every time I come in here.
Total chaos. I can still hear it. Why can I still hear it?
Not sure.
I just want to be able to watch.
I don't know why you're asking us. I don't know how to fix it.
Yeah. Let me hear you, Cam.
Here I am.
I want to do it again.
Here I am.
5 sauce.
Hey, how's it going?
Yeah, I got you both here. Good to be here. I'm your host, Joshua Diaz. This is The Lab. And tonight I have 2 very special guests. Well, I have guests. One special. The other you can't see. Lucas. What's going on, man? Long time no be here, huh?
I know it's been a long time.
It has been a long time. It has been a long time, and a lot of things have transpired in our lives. It's funny. I'm looking at my screen, and I can see you right behind me, and it's weird. It's off-putting. You look like you're in the dunce seat.
You got to like move the logo down and cover my face. Probably be better for you.
Oh, I could do that. And I will. I will. And in the far, far corner, we have Killer Cam. Say what's up, Cameron.
What's up, everybody?
All right. Good to see you, Cam. I didn't know that you would be here tonight, actually. I had no clue.
Surprise.
Thanks. Thanks for coming, guys. What have you guys been up to? It's been a long time. I haven't seen either one of you in a long time. You're supposed to be my best friends.
Yeah, we don't like live that far away from each other either.
Like not at all.
Not at all.
Which is weird.
I live like a mile and a half away, maybe.
Really?
Yeah.
That seems far.
Yeah. If you're like walking. But everyone has cars, so it's not that far at all.
Yeah, and like extra cars too.
Yeah.
We have lots of cars to get to each other.
Yeah, and we don't.
And we don't, yeah.
Well, you guys see each other a lot, don't you?
Yeah.
Like all the time.
All the time. You're busy though.
I'm busy. You're busy too.
I'm not that busy.
You're not that busy?
Oh, I mean, well, not more than anybody else.
Yeah, that's true. You're usually just lazy. That's what
Right.
it is.
I'm less lazy than I've ever been actually in my life. That's true.
That is very true.
Yeah, I don't know. We talk a lot. That's what cell phones are for.
Yeah, we do talk a lot.
Well,
we have good intentions to hang out. We just never do.
We never hang out.
We always end up doing something different.
Or just not showing up.
Right.
That's usually your move. And then I go, hey, Lucas, where are you?
Oh, I forgot.
Oh, I forgot. And then
Right.
I'm sitting there and I've got like all dinner made.
Right.
And that's probably happened 3 times in the last 3 months.
Yeah. Why? Since I got back from Alaska, we really haven't hung out much.
No. Well, that's on purpose from my end.
Right. I understand that.
But
Well, that's not true. We've watched a lot of the fights together and stuff.
yeah, we have done some of that. But we don't. What happens is I go, okay, dude, I'm gonna make a bunch of dinner and I'm gonna do I'm gonna get all this cool stuff ready for us. And then you're like, yeah, I'm pumped, dude. I'm pumped.
Which I am.
And then I go, bring Cameron. And then you're like, yeah. And then Cameron texts me like 3 hours like after it's supposed to happen. He's like, dude, are we hanging tonight?
I get like everyone on board and then I drop out.
Right.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
And somehow I don't get the message. So
Yeah.
I still think it's happening. And then everyone's like, oh,
Well, why don't you hang
no, that's
out?
not happening.
Huh?
You just like after I drop out, you just change your plans.
I
or-
just drop out of everywhere.
Yeah.
I just stop. I just don't even.
That's fair.
I don't even care anymore at this point. The funny thing is, like, I don't know. If people want to see me, I guess they can. They don't have to.
I could come by anytime.
You could, yes, but you don't.
Right. Correct.
And you're not going to.
No. I feel like that'd be rude.
Well, I tell Cameron the same thing. I say, hey, Cameron, you can just come over whenever you want. You can come see me. And he says, sure.
Yeah.
And then that never happens. Either.
Yeah. My bad.
We all hung out together recently, did we not?
No.
I thought we did. Did I make up a memory?
What is that? What exactly are you talking about?
I thought we hung out in here one night.
When do you remember that, Cam? Yeah, I think we did. That was a long time ago.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
Was that a long time ago?
Yeah.
Yes, it has been.
Oh, yeah.
You just made that up.
I made it up.
You're
Yeah.
trying to make yourself feel better for being
Yeah, maybe that's what I was doing.
a.
Not like on purpose. but
No,
maybe
you
that's-
did.
Okay.
I've had Taco Bell 3 times in a day.
Great.
And that's fact. You have had Taco Bell 3
Yeah.
times in a day.
I did do that.
Sounds like a rough day.
It's not as bad as you'd think, but
A rough next day.
yeah.
Pokemon Go.
So I remember. Yeah, we'll get into the meat and potatoes of everything here shortly, but I do remember, like, we've all been podcasting together for a long time. Even Cameron, going back to 2015 or so, and I remember there was this one incident where you were upset with me.
One.
Well, this one specific incident where you were upset.
Okay.
And what ends up happening is you tell me that, or I say that you're into Pokemon Go, and you say, no, I'm not. No, I'm not.
Right.
And then you got really mad and you're like, you misrepresent everything that I do in life.
Yeah. I think that you do that.
I don't think so.
You put a spin, just a little bit of a spin on everything. Not that it's not true.
Oh, do you mean I present it in a way that it's
Yeah.
normal?
No.
Oh,
You present it in a way that's that
Well,
makes me look
look
a little
worse.
bit worse.
okay.
You're good at being honest about things that I do,
Yeah.
but you make it somehow, I don't know how you do it, but you make it worse than it is every time.
I make what you do. The dumb things.
Yeah.
I make them seem worse.
Yes.
Okay. I don't think so, man. And here's a prime example, though. I'll show you the prime example.
Okay. Yeah.
Here's a clip from the No Big Deal podcast.
Pokemon Go.
Yeah.
You used to go down to the boardwalk after work and play.
No,
Yes,
you
you did.
misrepresent everything I do and say in my life.
I'm not honestly. I'm not trying to misrepresent.
That I
Pokemon
like.
Go.
That I planned going down to the boardwalk to go play Pokemon Go.
Did you or did you not go down to the boardwalk before and play?
I have.
Okay. Let me explain. You said like I used to go down to the boardwalk and play Pokemon Go.
Mhm.
As if it was something that I would do all the time.
I didn't
Do you
say
not
that.
see how that is?
But how did I? But that's once again, I never said that you do it all the time.
That's how you made it
Well,
seem.
you made it. You insinuated that
Yeah.
as soon as he gets off work, he's
I
just
go
gonna
to-
run down to the
yeah.
docks and play Pokemon Go.
All right. Well, let's listen to
So
that
maybe
again.
he was like driving by and was like, "Hey, there's a Pokemon."
No,
Let's
that's
grab that."
first of all, that's not what happened.
Right. That's usually how it happened. I was never the one who was like trying to like play the game with everybody.
Here's what
Happened to be like people played that game a lot.
Here's what I was told is that you like set it up like it was a whole thing.
No, that's just not true.
Okay. Let's see if that's really what I implied.
Pokemon Go.
Yeah.
You used to go down to the boardwalk after work.
Yeah.
Right.
And how many times did you do that?
One time in my life.
Pokemon Go. You
Yeah.
used to go down to the boardwalk after work and play.
No.
No. Yes.
Go. Not the way
All
that
right,
you're
let's
saying
get
it.
to the
You
end.
used to go down to the boardwalk after work and play.
No,
Yes, you
you
did.
misrepresent everything I do and say in my life.
I'm not honestly. I'm not trying to misrepresent
That I
Pokemon
like.
Go.
That I planned going down to the boardwalk to go play Pokemon Go.
Did you or did you not go down to the boardwalk before and play?
I have.
Okay, there you go. So it speaks for itself. I have
Okay, fine. I did that.
more than once.
No.
See, that's where you're real. Everything would go fine, and then we could sail right past this.
Mm-hmm.
If you like, no, there's not a chance that I believe that you only went down to the boardwalk
Right.
after work and played Pokemon Go one time.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's exactly what happened.
One time.
One time.
You're 30 years old
31.
and play Pokemon Go.
No,
still?
this is years ago.
See, that's another thing. It wasn't that long ago. It may be 2 years ago.
No, longer than that.
Okay, maybe 3 years.
Okay. Yeah.
So you were 28.
Whatever.
Yeah.
It was maybe even longer than 3.
You twist everything
Yeah,
that I
it was longer
do.
'cause
You twist everything that I do.
That was longer because that's when you were still up in Alaska trying to. When Whitey was getting.
Yeah.
into it.
That
You were playing Pokemon Go in Alaska,
it
That was
doesn't. No, it didn't work.
but you wish it did.
Yeah.
You wanted to play it.
That was like 2000.
Yeah. When it first came out, yeah,
Yeah.
we were stuck up in Alaska. There was nothing to do. It
2015, 16.
was a long time ago.
Kimberly says my husband is 40 and plays Pokemon obsessively.
That's not good.
No.
I mean, I don't know if I should say that.
What do you
Sorry.
mean it's not
Sorry,
good?
Kim.
You do it.
No, I don't.
Well, you have.
I don't have a single game on my phone.
Hearthstone.
It's not on my phone anymore, but that's a great game.
I don't believe you. I don't believe that you
You
don't
can go through my phone.
I'll never go through your phone.
Yeah, good idea.
Just keep it to yourself, man.
I kind of want to.
Give your phone to Cameron. Cameron's going to go through it. Everybody keeps saying we can't see Cameron. We can't see Cameron. Well, that's on purpose.
Yeah.
You don't want to see Cameron right now.
I'm too good looking.
That's true. He'll take our shine, really.
That is true. He is better looking
You
than
got a
both
Holy
of us.
Bible in here. That's cool.
Yeah, I do have the Bible on
I don't
there.
think he's better looking than both of us.
Not like, yeah, maybe he's better looking than me.
Oh, no doubt.
Right. So all he had to say was,
No games.
yeah, there's not a single game on there.
Why is that?
I don't know.
Grandson. So this lady, Brenda says grandsons used to play that.
Yeah, grandsons.
You're someone's grandson.
Yeah, it's true.
Do you ever go see your grandparents?
Yeah. I see my grandma all the time.
That's sweet.
Why are you shaking your head like that?
Your grandma's pretty.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I like her.
Cut it out now.
Oh, cut it out. Cut it out. Okay, so we kind of filled Cameron in, and we'll just kind of go over a couple, but we had been talking about the West Memphis 3. Cameron, are you familiar with that one?
No.
It's good to have you, Cameron. Lucas,
Yeah.
do you like Damian Eccles?
I think he's the worst person ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it? That's how you feel about him?
Yeah, I think that's a pretty big thing to say.
There's still people that like are really into him.
I don't understand it. Like if you pay attention to him for 10 minutes and you don't think the guy's just full of shit, like everything that
You can't cuss.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I mean, the S
He
word.
brings it out. He brings it out. I'm
You
sorry.
can't cuss.
All right. Sorry, everybody.
That's
But
okay.
I don't like Damian Eccles, and it gets me.
I knew that, and I knew that was going to happen, and then it just kept going and going, and then like 7 times
Yeah.
before we went on air. What did I say?
Said I'm gonna cuss,
No, I said don't cuss.
but
And-
you said I was going to, and I did.
I've had Taco Bell 3 times in a day.
You did.
Yeah.
I told you not to.
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
It's hard. You can talk about Damian Eccles without like cussing.
I'm trying.
When we did all that
Oh, we cussed.
when we did all the West Memphis 3 stuff. It like as much research as we did into that, it messed me up for a while. Like I had to take a break from paying attention to it at all. I was having like nightmares and stuff.
You were having nightmares.
Yeah.
Nightmares.
Yeah, I was looking at like the crime scene photos and stuff.
I've done that before.
Yeah, it's not good.
No, it's actually bad.
And then like the things that they said that were creepy and weird, and yeah, I don't know. That there's people out there that like defend them still.
Oh, big time. Yeah. You know, but the one that has been most prevalent, and I think that you're familiar with the case a little bit, is the Summer Wells case.
Yeah, a little bit because of you. I pay attention to a lot of the stuff you've done on it.
Yeah. And then you have what do you just tell me what you think about it? Like, what do you think happened to her?
I think I told you this like when you were kind of giving me the rundown and showed me a few YouTube videos and stuff. The first thought I had was, oh, like the kid died accidentally and they're covering it up. That's what I thought the whole time. Like, not that they killed her on purpose. I think that they weren't good parents, and they aren't, and something bad happened, and now they're covering for it.
Yeah,
that's
like
my best guess.
Like an accident.
Yeah.
So you think that something happened to her, that it wasn't intentional,
right?
But that they wanted to cover it up,
right?
Yeah,
because maybe it was an accident, but it was like it looks really bad. Like, you know,
I mean,
your kid died on your watch.
The little that I saw on it, the lifestyle that they have, I don't see that being very far fetched,
right?
With how like in shambles their house is and their lifestyle, that seems like something that very easily could have happened.
Yeah.
And even if she just wandered off, let's say, I mean, that's still it's pretty horrible. Like, because she's dead now.
Well, not officially, but that's what a lot of people believe.
Well, yeah. Oh, okay. So if the story is that if you believe that she just happened to wander off in the woods and nobody knows where she is, and there's potential that she's still alive. I mean, you're crazy if you think that.
You think so? I don't know if you're crazy. Maybe you're just hopeful.
Well, what could have happened? Was she just built some shelter and has been eating birds in the woods?
No.
Right.
No. But I mean, maybe, possibly, God forbid, she was kidnapped and she could still be alive.
I just don't believe that. Especially, I don't believe.
Well, I don't either.
There's multiple stories of like girls like 10 years down the road that break out.
Yeah.
I mean,
like the Elizabeth Smarts of the world, but that doesn't happen.
But if she
slim chance of that happening.
I think if she's in another home somewhere, she was probably like sold to those people by them or something along those lines.
Right.
I could see that. But most likely, I think that she's dead.
Well, I think that's kind of the consensus, but at a lot of the same time, I don't have a problem with anybody holding out hope for some. Say there's just some miracle,
right?
And there are people out there that do believe that there is something, that a miracle could happen.
Sure.
And I don't think that, I don't know.
It's just there's just more examples of that not happening, so it's just harder to believe. That's all.
Right.
That's all it is, probably.
Right. There's 100 times more examples.
Oh, yeah. Statistically, it's very, very.
It would be a miracle, and that those don't happen. So
and another thing is, you know, we don't want to get too much into your life, but you have an adopted brother, who comes from
a very
why don't you share, just, you know, no names or nothing, but just share a little bit about.
I mean, just he was been in foster care his entire life. He had a twin brother that died very early on of neglect. That's on his death certificate. So
that's amazing in the most terrible way.
And then the foster family that he went to relapsed into drugs, and they were abusing him and not feeding him and all kinds of crazy things. Yeah. So he's had a horrible start to life,
Yeah.
And, you know, thank God for my parents that they are great people and they saved him. Really.
He's the best. And it really shows me the kind of the difference between being raised by caring parents and being raised by parents that don't care at all.
Yeah.
Because his demeanor is that of a loved child.
Yeah.
And so, you know, and you call him your little brother, and he's got a family, and his twin brother, right?
Yeah.
Unfortunately died of neglect, which is crazy because, I mean, that's some serious, you know, that's really heavy stuff because it probably happens more than you think. And a lot of these kids, when you talk about these cases, a lot of these kids are neglected. And then you kind of look back on your life and you go, well, and look, I had a rough childhood for quite some time, but I ended up in the hands of people who were taking care of me pretty well. And come to find out, right, you know, when you get taken care of, you can do good things.
Right. You have a shot at life.
You have a shot.
When you're not taken care of, you really don't.
You really don't, man. And I really feel like, and I even hate to say this, but sometimes I really do feel like Summer didn't have much of a shot.
Of course not.
A lot of these kids don't, you know, the Orrin and Orson West boys from Cal City. You know, it's always involving foster care sometimes, or it's always involving CPS. It's always involving like, and you have these little kids who just can't take care of themselves. And so, they end up just suffering the consequences of the people that are in charge of them, who don't have their best intentions, maybe for reasons that they can't even control, being nice, because a lot of people do just have problems.
Right.
Well, unfortunately, a lot of those foster just treat the children as a check.
Yeah. Yeah.
So they have all this free time. These kids are just wandering around doing whatever they want. And the foster parents don't even really care where they're at.
Right.
They're just getting paid to say that they're at their house. That's it.
And not only do they not care, they could care less what happens.
Right. There's no real connection there. I mean, look, people who do foster care and do it right are great, and they're like heroes to me, but
absolutely.
But I think that's probably not a lot.
Right.
Probably not a lot, unfortunately.
There are people that are in it for the right reasons, but then there's a lot more people that, I wouldn't say a lot more people, but it is a job. Yeah. And
it's weird. It's weird to put it like that.
How many people are you going to find that have a passion for that kind of stuff? It's not something that people just line up to do.
It's really hard to take care of somebody else's kids.
It's hard to take care of your own kids.
Right.
All right. Sorry about that. I don't even know what happened. Like you said, it's hard to take care of your own kids. Do you remember, speaking of taking care of your own kids, we went to my son's basketball game a couple years back. It was Zane.
We went to a few.
That's true. We're wearing whites, baby.
Oh no.
So then what happens is there's this very contentious middle school basketball game. Gym's packed wall to wall.
We're on the baseline like always.
We're on the baseline. We got in trouble before for heckling.
Yep.
Kids.
Well, I did. Yeah.
You did.
Yeah.
Not surprised.
It wasn't even heckling. I mean, it was all in good
I
fun.
clapped in his face.
You clapped in a little kid's
I would
face.
call that heckling.
That's more than heckling. It's I don't know. What would you call that?
I don't know.
Harassment?
Yeah, it was harassment.
Yeah. So then was it the game before? So I ran onto the court
You went on the court.
and
That was the game.
I picked the kid up
You did.
because I was excited on a shot that he made. I ran out there and I hoisted him up on my shoulder. And this was the response that I got from you.
Pokey, you're not on the team.
I'm not on the team.
You're not a coach.
I'm not a coach. I mean,
Yeah. Right. You can't be on the court if you're not on the team or you're not a coach. Even when you're a coach, you can't be on the court unless it's like a timeout.
So not only was I not allowed to be on the court,
No.
I wasn't even a part of the team.
No.
I was
And
just-
you touched a kid. It
Well,
wasn't
yeah,
your
but
kid.
like, come on. I picked him up and put him on my
Okay,
shoulders.
well, I mean, yeah, but I'm saying that's intense in itself.
I know the kid. I was happy.
Yeah, I was happy too. It was a good game. It was a great shot.
Were
It
you
was
asked to
only
leave?
halftime. It was a bit. That's also
That's true.
part of the problem.
That's
is that
true.
That wasn't the end of the game. There's still a whole nother half left. You
You're
had
not on the-
already gone on the court.
You're not on the team.
I'm not on the team.
You're not a coach.
I'm not a coach.
It was halftime.
So did you see the second half?
Yes, but they called in an extra referee.
Yeah, and the principal of the
And the
school.
principal had to
like
show
to
up.
watch you guys.
Yes.
Make sure you didn't run on the court again.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that we weren't clapping in kids' faces and telling them they sucked at basketball.
I
running
didn't.
on
I
the court.
never told a kid he sucked.
Okay, well, you ran on the court.
You're not on the team.
I'm not on the team.
You're not a coach.
I'm not a coach. I did run onto the floor and hoisted a child up on my shoulders.
And it was halftime.
Halftime. Well, it was a good shot. It was like a
It was-
3/4
Yeah,
shot.
it was amazing.
I mean, I was happy for him though. He wasn't even my son.
No, he wasn't.
You're not on the team.
I'm not on the team.
You're not a coach.
I'm not a coach.
Hey, you're none of those things.
No. I have been on the team and I have been a coach.
You've been on the team?
I've been on a team. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Not that one.
I've been on teams and I've been coaches.
Yeah.
But I wasn't on that one.
Or coaching that.
You're
one.
not on the team.
I'm not on the team.
You're not a coach.
I'm not a coach.
And it was I should have said and it was halftime.
And it was halftime.
Right.
You're not on the team.
You're
Not a coach.
And it was halftime.
Whatever, dude.
Halftime. You ran on the court for halftime. You stormed the court.
No, now
Yeah,
you're
you went like it was like
now
the biggest
you're
upset in the world.
now you're misrepresenting what I do.
NCAA
I don't know.
Top 4. Just
you ran
the
on the
final
court and picked the
shot.
player up. I've only
storm the
seen that
court.
in Rudy. That's it. I think that's it. I've never seen a player get hoisted on their
What?
shoulders after a game.
Remember the
And it wasn't even after the game. It was in the middle of the game.
You're not on the team.
I'm not on the team.
You're not a coach.
Well, look, man, I was excited.
Right. But like Rudy.
Okay, well, remember the Titans? I think they did it. The Mighty Ducks. There was a hoist.
Oh, there was probably a hoist in the Ducks.
There was
You're
a
right.
hoist on all three of them. 1, 2, and 3.
A hoist in all three?
A hoist in all 3. What do you think, Cameron?
I don't remember, but I'm a
don't
big fan of
remember.
those movies.
I wasn't-
D3,
but
there's
I
a
wa-
hoist.
I wasn't on the team.
Oh, you know what? I think they lift the coach up in one of them. I think you're right.
Dude, I'm gonna have to do that next year.
You're gonna get
Lift-
hoisted
you're
by
gonna
your
lift the-
team.
Oh, I'm gonna hoist. No. I don't think so. That's against COVID protocol.
Yeah, no hoisting.
No hoisting.
Damn it, COVID.
You're not on the team.
I'm not on the team.
You're not a coach.
I'm not a coach. But I don't know, man. I was a big part of that team. I was moral
You were-
support.
yeah, we were their biggest fans for some reason.
Yeah. Oh, radio. There was a hoist. I heard.
Well,
Don't. I don't trust you. I don't.
I feel like there's a hoist a lot more than we're thinking.
What do you mean?
They like to do that in the
yeah,
movies.
in
Dude,
movies.
they did it on heavyweights.
Oh yeah, you're right. That's a
Yeah.
great movie.
And
by the
not
way.
only did they hoist, they dumped an ice chest full of full sodas onto
Yeah, I
the
love that.
winner.
Love that touch.
There's got to be way more hoist stories, right?
Yeah, I was being a bit dramatic, but it was funny.
But you've never seen somebody hoist in real life.
No, never. No,
And you'll never see it again.
probably not.
Well, you'll see it next year when I do it again.
When you do it again, right?
Yeah.
At halftime?
Not like at least make sure it's the end of the game this time.
Dude, you were excited too.
Right. But I go on the court.
You're not on the team.
Right. I understand that. So I stayed out of bounds.
I hoisted.
You were in the game for a second.
No, I wasn't in the game. It was
Did
halftime.
the buzzer actually go
buzzer-
off though?
I don't think so.
So yeah, you were. I think they had to do an inbound even.
Yeah, they might have had to inbound the
They had
ball.
to clear him off the court.
What is that about, though? I mean, come on.
No, maybe the buzzer went off. I think it was a buzzer.
Before that game, I remember going
no.
into the locker room, and they were doing a tribal chant while they were like on top of the lockers, like trying to hit each other with belts.
Oh man,
It was a-
What kind of team is
that
it?
was a good team.
they
Look
were
good.
good.
They were good.
They were crazy.
Yeah.
But that was one of the roughest middle school teams I'd ever really
Yeah.
I ever really
They were
seen.
good though.
They were good. Yeah, they were pretty good. But I look, man, I don't regret running onto the floor.
I don't regret cheering for your kids either.
No, you took it too far. This little guy runs, he's getting ready to inbound the ball. And
Mhm.
and my son
Uh-huh.
is like going like this, like he's trying to keep the
Right.
inbound from, and you're behind the kid
Right.
getting ready to inbound it. And you're telling Peyton, you go,
Right.
he doesn't want the pressure.
No,
He doesn't want the pressure. The kid turns around, looks at you, and you go, "What? You don't?"
He didn't.
I know. Then he threw the ball away.
Right. I was right.
He was 12.
I created a turnover. I'm on the team more than you.
You're not on the team.
I'm not on the team.
You're not a coach.
I'm not a coach. I don't know if you're on the team more than me.
I mean, he's creating turnovers. So
Yeah, you're just on the court.
I don't know, man.
I mean,
It's-
one's getting him the ball, the other's a potential technical foul.
Yeah, right. You're costing them points.
I remember when they would do this, like they thought they were so cool. They'd have this big routine when they'd come
Mhm.
running out. You remember
Yeah,
that?
uh-huh.
And I remember Peyton would come running past me, and I'd just go, "Yeah, you suck!"
Yeah, way to cheer on your son.
Dude, it'd get him pumped up for the game.
Yeah.
And
Nothing like disappointment from your father to really get you hyped for a basketball game.
man, I really probably could have done better in life with that, because what would happen is sometimes I would sit on the very front bleacher
Mhm.
when he was shooting free throws,
Yeah.
and he was a really bad free throw shooter. And he said that when he would shoot it, and if he'd miss, he could hear me go,
Oh god. Right. So the next one's gonna be
So
easier.
the next one's going to be a
Right.
definite no-go.
I wouldn't even watch this. I wouldn't even watch the second one. I'd put my head down.
Depending on how the first one went.
The first one always went bad. I don't know if he ever made the first of two free throws.
You were in his head.
I'm on the team.
Yeah.
I'm a
The
coach.
other
You were the
team?
coach that time.
I
I
was-
think, no?
I've done it when I've done it as a coach, and I've done it as a parent.
Yeah.
And if I could go back and redo all the sports days again,
Would you coach him?
I'd coach him, but I wouldn't care,
Right. Yeah.
like at all.
See, my dad was a lot like you.
No, he was way worse. He got kicked out of a
Yeah.
soccer tournament and a basketball tournament. Don't
He
put me
didn't get kicked out of a tournament. He got kicked out of the league.
Yeah, so don't put me up there with your dad.
Right. Okay.
My
but,
dad was a lot like you,
But I-
supportive.
But I liked that my dad was my coach.
Why? Because I don't think my kids like that at all.
I think, well, there was something about like wanting to do better when he's like, yeah, when he was the coach. So like I think I tried more. I put in a little more effort.
Yeah. And you still suck.
I still sucked, but at least I tried.
Well, I think most times players don't like their dad.
Oh yeah, I don't know. I liked it.
One of the funniest things about your dad, I remember he was at one of my basketball games or baseball games, and he walks I'm pitching, and there's this kid up to bat. I remember his name was RC. He was like a man child.
I remember.
He was like 13, but he was playing with the 12-year-olds, and he had a mustache and a beard. And I remember throwing a pitch on the outside corner, and it didn't get called for a strike. And your dad's like, "Ah, that's a strike!" And he had been just like hyped the whole game because I was dealing. And I remember this 13-year-old kid walks up to him right behind the dugout, or right behind the backstop. Walks up to him with the bat in his hand, points at him, and goes, "You shut up." And your dad went like this. What?
Well, I mean, yeah, that's fair. He thought it was a strike.
It was a strike, but like, I've never heard somebody like, I've never heard a 12-year-old tell somebody to like shut up.
It's always impressive.
Well, I mean, Lucas's dad really gets fired up in pretty much any sporting event, so
yeah,
it really doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, he's a big fan.
He is because I remember the time I was up at bat and I hit a pop up to the shot, like it was probably to the third baseman.
Yeah,
it was a really high pop up, and as soon as I hit it, he's like, "Get out of here, baby!"
Too high.
It was too high. It was just, I literally popped it straight up in the air. It was the end of the game too.
Too high.
But he's like, "It's out of here! It's out of here!" It wasn't even.
It's just because he loves you, so he wanted you to do good.
I love him too, man.
I'll tell him.
I
You
love
could
you.
tell him.
I love you.
I love you too.
No, not you.
Oh, my dad.
Pokemon Go.
It's ridiculous.
You used to go down to the boardwalk after work and play.
No,
That's not fair.
Yes,
You
you did.
misrepresent everything I do and say in my life.
I'm not honestly. I'm not trying to misrepresent
That I
Pokemon
like.
Go.
That I planned going down to the boardwalk to go play Pokemon Go.
Did you or did you not go down to the boardwalk before and play?
I have.
I lost it.
That's why he exploded on me there. Why were you so angry?
Because this is what you do this to because you say something that is true.
Yeah. You did. Yeah.
Right. It was true.
Okay, wait.
But I didn't plan.
Okay, stop talking for a second.
Okay.
This is what you just said.
Yeah.
This is what you do.
Uh-huh.
You say something that's true.
Yeah, but
and that's where you stop.
No,
that's where you stop.
I stopped because I'm not smart enough to finish a sentence.
That's true. But you did stop.
Right.
And you just said, you do that. You say stuff that's true.
Yeah.
End of sentence.
No, okay, yeah, comma. But well, you put a slight spin on it.
As if he was like,
right. You made it sound like that was like my activity after work.
Right.
Yeah, not fair.
Really?
I just think you made it sound like I do that a lot, and it happened one time, and it wasn't even planned. It wasn't something that I had like.
Right.
Yeah, it just happened. It was at the boardwalk, and I pulled out my phone and played Pokemon Go.
Yeah, but
with everybody else.
You were hanging out with people that play Pokemon Go.
Yeah, that is my mistake. I'm guilty of that.
Oh man, hold on a second.
Did you ever get good at that game?
I don't know if you could be good at it. I don't know if there's a skill to it. I didn't play it long enough to know if there was.
What? Well, you played that stupid card game all the time.
Yeah, I played that a lot.
Did you enjoy it?
What's
I
this
love
called?
it.
Hearthstone.
Yeah, it's a great game. It's been around forever.
Look, here's the cool part. I can screen share.
Never heard of it.
Well, that's good. How do you spell it, Lucas?
I'm not telling you. I don't want this to happen.
Game.
Oh God.
He doesn't want this. Okay, well, this right here is really all you need to know.
It's a bit fantasy and magic based. Yeah.
A bit?
Okay, it is.
I mean, Hearthstone. From all those clips, that's all fantasy magic.
Look at this.
Yeah.
That's the
Logo.
that's the logo. But look, This is like the in screen.
Uh-huh. Yeah. It's great.
Does it make you want to play right now?
Yeah, the guy's running a nice hunter deck.
What does that mean?
That's the character he's using.
Have you spent money on this game before?
Yes. Yeah.
That was
have.
too long of a pause
I had
to be a
I
no.
had 2 accounts. Most of the account I would use most of the time was free to play. But there were certain like decks and stuff I wanted to build, and it would have taken too long.
Is this like Magic the Gathering?
Yeah. It's exactly like
Cameron, do you see that logo?
yeah, it's made by the same people who are
Heroes
World
of
of Warcraft. Come on. It's a popular game. I'm not the only one. I'm sure there's people in chat. Come on, chat.
Not
Back
one.
me up.
There's not one.
I hope there's not one.
There's one. There's one.
No, there's not.
There's not.
Yeah, somebody just wrote, "Oh my."
That's a great response.
Yeah, it's a good game. It's a good game. It's a bit weird. I get it.
Yeah, I don't know if it's one I'm going to pick up.
It's hard to just pick up if you haven't been in it a while.
It's hard to pick up if you haven't been in it in a while.
Yeah, the decks change all the time. There's new characters. And there's
What was it that one time you said you had to get more mana?
yeah, probably, or dust to craft a card.
What was, when was,
You see, dust when I play with it is a little bit different.
how old?
Uh-huh. How old what?
How old were you?
When I played this game last?
Yeah.
31.
And how old are you right now?
31.
Nice.
No, I don't think I've played it. I haven't played it this year.
Oh, okay.
Right.
I get it. We're
Yeah.
7
No,
days
that was a bad joke.
in. It wasn't a joke. It was real.
Yeah, that is real. But no, I haven't played it in at least a year. Yeah. I'm not embarrassed by it. I don't know why. Maybe because I enjoyed it so much.
You're embarrassed by it.
No.
You're embarrassed by it because you said, "I don't want this to happen."
Yeah. Okay. I'm a bit embarrassed about it, but I don't know.
You should be embarrassed.
I should be. Yeah.
Hearthstone.
I spent a lot of time playing that game.
I mean, if it makes you happy, whatever.
It's fun.
Yeah.
Good strategy.
Did
game.
it make you happy?
I don't know. No, probably not. It was pretty low when I played that game, actually.
Yeah. Somebody said, "Hey, he's not hurting anybody." Well, that's good. He's hurt. Yeah, well, he is though.
Well, yeah.
Himself.
Himself,
yeah.
his family, his
His
reputation,
friends,
his
yeah.
friends.
Yeah.
The reason that we don't hang out as much as we probably
Not
could,
because I play too much Hearthstone.
I don't believe that for a second.
Okay.
I don't believe that for 2 seconds. The reason we don't hang out as much as we should is because you play online games.
It's not true. I don't play online games anymore. I don't play games anymore at all.
When did this happen?
I'm a changed man. I've really turned it around in the last year.
I highly doubt that.
All right.
So what turned what around?
I mean, he started running, so that's
Okay,
I
what
did
does that
that's
have
a
to do?
positive.
What
That's
does
a
that
good
have
thing.
to do with Hearthstone?
There's less time for it.
Okay, well there you go. I guess so. Did you play Pokemon Go with 2 phones?
Oh my God, no.
Is that cheating? Do people do that?
Is that cheating?
I don't.
I don't know if you could cheat at that game. I don't know if there's a way to cheat.
And we're back. Weren't people getting ran over?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think people were like walking,
walking into
off
traffic.
things. Yeah.
So like they had to like put out like a big old, hey, watch where you're going when you're playing this game.
Yeah, like every time you open the game, there was like a big
Big
warning.
warning.
Like pay attention to your
You
surroundings.
know, like when you get in your car and your navigation says, hey, don't do this while you're driving.
Don't
It's
get ran
insane.
over by people.
Yeah, that's a bit insane.
Well,
After I got hit by a car, I stopped playing. I wasn't going to play anymore.
you got hit by a car plane?
Oh, I'm just kidding.
Oh. The funny thing is I wouldn't even know if you got hit by a
Yeah.
car because like,
We don't hang out enough.
well, like I wouldn't care that
Right.
much
Well, I
if you were
wouldn't tell you.
okay.
Yeah, who
Yeah.
gets hit by a car?
I ran over somebody when I was 16.
I was with Cameron when he ran someone over.
I know you guys called me.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
was pretty funny.
Well, not at the time. I had to tell the cops, I go, these guys work for me. Please don't throw them in jail. I was like, yeah, we're not
It was
going
a kid's
to.
fault.
Kid was fine.
I love how you just say it's a kid too. The kid,
He was in high school.
the little guy that we ran over.
It was a high schooler who wasn't looking,
Yeah.
and he got flipped over a hood.
They popped right back up.
Yeah, he was fine.
I ran over an older woman. I was 16, 2 weeks after I got my license. It was right near your house too.
Yeah, I remember.
I was taking a left and I couldn't see around this big truck. Sure enough, man, I gunned it doing 7 or 8 miles an hour, taking a left, and I hit a lady in a business suit, and her heels went flying.
Really far.
Her heels just went flying. It was bad news, man.
You were going over 10.
No, I was at a complete stop, and then I just jolted to go. So I wasn't going that fast, but the fact of the matter was I was in a car and she's a human.
Right.
And that's all you need to know.
She went far. That's
She
the
went
same thing that Cameron did. He just sent the kid over his hood.
She went over my hood and my roof and my trunk.
Oh, she did the whole
No,
thing.
yep, that wasn't the same.
Although, why was
Same
she
thing?
No.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I pulled over and her husband picked up her shoes and that was it.
Well,
She didn't even go to the hospital.
Well, yeah.
What happened to you today? I got ran over.
It was a bad day.
Yeah.
It was nice of her husband to get her shoes.
I felt really bad.
I bet.
I was terrified. I was actually terrified.
That you killed her. Did
No.
you think that for a second? Were you like,
Yeah.
did
yeah.
any part of you want to drive away?
Oh, every part of me. What do you mean? What do you mean? Did any party want to drive away? Every single, like I had to fight that urge like it was grim death.
I don't know. I'm always curious. I've never hit anybody in a car. No.
I've hit several people in a car.
Or I've never
Several?
hit anybody in my car at all.
I hit somebody on a bike in
Like
my car. too.
I've never hit another car. I've
You've
been
never
hit.
been in a wreck?
No, I've been hit, but it was never like my fault.
Yeah, okay.
I hit somebody on a bike one time, twice actually. Same person too. They had to stop riding by that exit.
Yeah,
man.
it's their fault. I know what you're talking about too. Exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's just
They're
pulling.
riding the wrong way.
They're riding against the
Yeah.
traffic,
Uh-huh.
and you're looking this way, or no, you're looking this way. You're
They're
turning
coming.
this way, and then they're riding a bike this way, and it usually doesn't go so good.
Yeah, they're not supposed to do that.
But yeah, no, at that point it's their fault.
And they're like on a sidewalk. You're not supposed to ride a bike like that. I don't think.
No, you're not supposed to do that. It's not good. It's not a smart thing to do.
Just
but
don't ride a bicycle.
I don't.
Me neither.
Do you like bicycles?
Not really. Not on the road.
Do you like Hearthstone?
I used to. I
Are you going to get back into it?
no. I have no desire to play any game.
I don't believe that.
All right. I don't play games anymore. I don't know why you think I was never that much of a gamer.
I feel like if I really got into it, it'd fucking drag you back in.
No F words.
Sorry.
No, it wasn't me.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, if maybe. Yeah.
Yeah,
if you got
I think if I really got into it, it
Yeah.
would slowly drag you back in.
Well, yeah.
yeah, it would.
Oh, well, look. Have you
But,
played
hey,
that?
I don't know. That looks like a new
Mercenaries?
Oh no, I've played that. That expansion.
Oh.
No worries though. I don't think I'm gonna get in.
No, I don't think you are. It's not really your speed.
You don't think you'd do good at it?
No, I think he would. I think he would do fine. I just don't think it would be something that is interesting to him.
Man. Well, so let's talk about
Yeah, anything but Hearthstone. Yeah.
let's talk about the lab.
Yeah.
So you're going to be sitting in more on some shows, whether it be from wherever you are or in the
Yeah.
studio sitting behind me in the dunce corner. And Cameron, you're always welcome here as well. And we're going to cover cases, but at the same time we're going to talk about other things as well. So I've felt like, you know, we've gotten bogged down a lot by this kind of you know, these cases get really rough.
Yeah.
And, you know, especially in the case of the Summer Wells case, because I've really felt, and no disrespect to anybody else out there that covers the case, but it's become a sideshow unto itself. And that tends to happen a lot. And I've really grown weary of, you know, that night in and night out.
And
And
that happens a lot. You lose track of like the fact that you're talking about a kid.
Well, that's the scary thing is it almost becomes more about the case than the actual child.
Right.
yeah, it becomes much more about you know, people
And then they almost turn into characters, and you forget that it's like real life too, and that they're real people, and there's obviously some real suffering from all these events.
it just becomes it becomes tough to kind of even think about and to process night in and night out. And it just gets to be monotonous. There's not a lot of new information when it comes to like this case or a lot of these cases. And so a lot of the times we end up spinning our wheels and just talking about, you know, we're putting her name, we're putting like the kids' names in the title, but there's nothing new about, you know, what's going on.
No, there's not going to be anything new until she's found one way or the other.
Right. And
Unless there's unless someone finally comes clean, which at this point, I think everyone involved that knows what happened is convinced themselves of the lie that they've been telling for the last 6 months.
like it's just there.
It is what it is.
It's done.
They're done. No one's gonna say anything.
Mhm.
Well, it's that unless like grief will finally overtake them
No,
and they just can't take it anymore.
I don't
'cause this
think so.
has happened.
Yeah, it
But-
just seems like
Like I see what you're saying too.
I don't think grief is going to overtake anybody.
no. I just don't think they care, and I think that's why she's missing. I guess.
And I think that a big part of the reason that this situation has become what it is because I don't think that they necessarily think it's our business.
Well,
And that it gained traction when they didn't think that it would, but it has, you know.
I usually when a little girl goes missing out of nowhere, it's gonna get a little bit of traction, especially
but not international.
no.
This has international.
Yeah, I mean they ended up on like Dr. Phil, so
Yeah, but like if we were to think even in here, there's people from the UK watching. There's people from
Right.
Australia, New Zealand,
yeah,
South Africa, and they all want to know about.
that's
Summer.
true. That is
So-
true.
And that's just kind of the long and short of it. But
I also think that they're enjoying this. Probably.
you think so?
Yeah, of course they are.
Why do you think that?
I don't know, just the way they act. It seems like that they enjoy being in the spotlight, whether it's for positive or negative things. I think they like keeping their name out there. Like you said, there's nothing new that's happened in a long time yet. They always seem to create some content that gets everybody talking again.
Right.
Well, like I commented on their lifestyle and where they're living, like becoming on like Dr. Phil and all these shows. Yeah, they're coming from nothing.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden they're put in this spotlight. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sure to a certain extent, yeah, they do enjoy it.
Right.
They probably have more money than they've ever had, I would imagine.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's always people out there that support them, that believe that they had nothing to do with it, and are
Right.
probably donating money to them.
I'm sure that there is. That wouldn't
And like he said, like when people see how they're living or how they were living, people do feel bad, and you know.
I think, yeah, I think that's true. I think that's very true.
Like honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if they're not even living in that house anymore.
Yeah.
Oh, they're living in that house. They're living in that house. They had their other 3 children taken.
Oh, surprise, surprise! Right?
Yeah, yeah. Because that house is
A disaster.
They're supposed to be working on it, but you know.
Well, like, yeah, I could see that house becoming condemned and people helping them into a new house because of all that.
Yeah.
To help get those 3 children.
Somebody says right here that Candace's Cash App's being shared in the chats. That's the mother of Summer.
Uh-huh.
That's odd.
In your chat?
No. That ain't gonna happen.
Yeah, that is
Other
yeah,
people,
but that's
so.
weird.
Yeah, I would never let that happen.
And that you make that like a public thing yourself, that's weird. Asking, I don't know.
I agree. The money aspect does become.
If they set it up, then yeah, that is horrible.
Of course they did.
If somebody else set it up for them, still bad, but
yeah, Candace has lost a total of 7 kids.
Yeah, and people still want to give her money,
and a lot of people want to give her the benefit of the doubt too.
Yeah, well, that's crazy to me. Why would we think anything but the worst when it comes to this person? They have a track record. They always do.
Even if she didn't, say we could give her the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
And that she hadn't lost 7 kids.
Uh-huh.
And that everything was on the up and up, which none of it is. She has lost 7 kids. The fact of the matter is she was the last one to be seen with the girl.
Right.
And track record be damned. You got some explaining to do.
Yeah, people don't just lose kids like that.
Right. And then TBI says what? So the TBI, the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation says we have no proof of an abduction. There is no proof.
Of course there's not, because that didn't happen.
Yes. But the parents still are adamant that it was an abduction.
I'm sure they are. Because what's the alternative?
Prison.
Right. Which, I mean, is that off the table even?
No.
Right. So I just think, the alternative is that, one, they let this happen and she wandered off and she got lost in the woods. Right. I mean, they have some property.
They have a lot of property.
Right.
Like 11 acres of property.
Right. You can get lost.
No doubt.
Or they killed her and hid the body. Or she died and the body's been hidden by them. Those are the only 2 other options, other than, and I guess saying that someone took your kid, I guess in their mind makes them look better.
Well, yeah, of course. It just diverts it away.
It wasn't my fault. It wasn't my fault.
Like a bad person.
Right.
I did a whole thing about how it's plausible deniability.
Correct.
That they can build in this thing where, look, we didn't have anything to do with this. She was stolen, and you can't prove anything.
Right.
Let's see.
They have 11 acres to hide a body.
Yes. Other newer cases, there have been arrests made. Arkansas is going crazy with the super stickers. Thank you, Arkansas. That's very nice of you. There's just so many things about this case, and then and I'll catch you guys up to speed on the Orrin and Orson case. It was a foster parents quote lost the kids. How
many kids did they have in the house?
4 or 6 total, and only 2 went missing.
2. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, come on, people, they act like we're stupid.
Yeah.
And that's really frustrating to me, because they're saying, oh, they went missing on a certain day, but then there's like video of only 4 kids getting into the car and the parents 2 days before the kids were reported missing. I think that those kids were missing before that, obviously, but
well, I'm sure they're just trying to get their story straight of
it's
what they're going to tell somebody.
Yeah, he said he was out collecting firewood, and when he was collecting firewood, he lives in the city. And the firewood, he was getting sticks out of the alley. It's good firewood.
Well, you live in a place like that. How long can a kid really go missing? If they just happen to walk out, I just think that
but think about this. If they walked off, if they took off, and then what happens immediately is there's this massive search immediately.
Yeah, right.
If they wandered off, you're going to probably most likely find them
something. If they just wandered
on their own, they're not going to outrun a bunch of skilled searchers. These are professionals. They're flying drones.
Their pictures are plastered everywhere.
Right.
So taken or
they're dead.
Yeah.
And a lot of that is because, I think, if you know where and how to this is a horrible thought, but the fact is that getting rid of a smaller person is a lot easier than getting rid of a big person.
Correct.
And it's just easier. There's no digital footprint for a child. They don't own cars.
Right.
They don't own cell phones. They're a tiny little human.
They're easily overpowered.
Everything about them relies on everybody else.
Yep.
And you can make them go missing for a long time very easily. Yep. And that seems to be the case that we have going on with Summer and those two little boys. And so I think it's just it's despicable.
Yeah.
If you really want to talk about it, because neither one of you have children.
No.
But that being said, you have brothers, sisters, aunts. What does that have to do?
I have aunts. I do.
Yeah.
It's true.
You have Aunt Cameron. You have aunts.
I got a couple.
Aunts. You have brothers, sisters,
Nephews.
aunts.
That's
nieces and nephews.
I think that's what you were looking for.
I don't know, dude. I don't know what I was looking for. Work with
whatever.
Me.
I do have aunts.
Cool.
Yeah.
So do I. I have an aunts and uncles and an aunt and uncle. That's true.
That is.
That's a fact. I have aunts
and uncles.
We know. You have uncles too.
Yeah.
You have a whole family.
I do.
Okay. So, but everything in you would say, hey, I want to I'm going to try to protect this child if they're in danger.
Right.
In any situation. Am I wrong there?
Not wrong.
No, you're not wrong.
You see, say you see a little kid, the little kid's in trouble.
Yeah.
You're going to help the kid.
Of course.
That's just in you. That's just being a normal person. Right. A lot of these people don't have that in them. They don't have that. Let's be diligent and protect children. It seems that they put money and drugs above all else
of everything. Yeah, it's always the motivating factors.
Yeah, I just it is. How many aunts do you have?
I don't know, like 2 or 3.
Oh.
I don't know. I'd have to count. Seems hard.
You're gonna count how many aunts you have?
Well, you count the ones by marriage.
Dude, you can count anyone you want.
I think I have 3, like 2, 3.
You would think that you would know exactly.
You would think.
The funny thing is, I don't know how many aunts I have.
I don't know.
No, neither do I.
Yeah, I don't know. 3 sounds right. 3 sounds like too many.
I think I have like 6.
That's a lot.
You have 6 aunts? Yeah. On both sides?
No, like 5 are on one and 1's on the other.
Talk about lopsided.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah.
The ant train coming in strong. Show some love for the ants, huh?
Yeah, you have 6, and you remember that you have that many. I have maybe 2 or 3, and I can't tell you which one it is.
Do you call them?
Never. I've never in my life.
Do you send them like a card?
Never. Never once.
Do they send you cards?
They have. Not anymore.
No. Do they even talk to you?
I mean, if they're in town,
They come find you to hang out with
they
you.
don't come find me. I'll just like happen in on my parents' house.
Right.
and
So
that's usually
basically,
where
you said.
everybody is.
So basically, you're saying no.
No, I'm not close with any of my aunts or uncles.
Dude, I've been to the movies with your uncle before.
Yeah, that's
Your uncle Paul.
yeah. I knew who you were talking about.
That was bad. That's bad news.
Going anywhere with him is bad news.
He's loud.
Yeah, and he's one of the people who like eats things as they're grocery shopping, which I hate. Or
I've
he'll,
seen
like,
him make a
he'll, like,
sandwich.
drink. Yeah, he'll make. Yeah, he's
With
like, I'm
m-
buying it.
with mayonnaise.
Yeah, like he'll get like a plastic fork
He gets it from the deli.
and just
Mhm.
he'll make a sandwich while he's
That
shopping.
drives me crazy.
And he'll just drink things.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah,
It's rude.
it's weird.
It is Uncle Buck. Somebody said Uncle Buck.
Yeah, it is.
It's Uncle Paul, but like he did this like pre-80s.
Yeah, it's just always been that way. I don't know what it is. It's bold,
it's embarrassing.
right? It is. He's eating while shopping. The food that he hasn't paid for yet.
You think you'd have to pay for it, right?
That's the idea.
Yeah, because what happens when he gets up there and he can't afford it?
I mean,
The idea is you can take the food after you buy it and
Right.
make it, not before.
right.
But he did it
You're
before.
supposed to take it home too, not in the store. It's not a restaurant and grocery store.
Dude, like this.
Although, do you think they have those? I have 7 uncles. Is that what they
7
say?
uncles.
That's
Yeah.
a lot of uncles.
Do I think they have grocery stores where you can just
You
make
go shopping, and then you go sit down and cook, or have
No.
someone cook what you shop for.
It's called
I
a
think that'd
restaurant.
be a good idea.
so call a restaurant?
Yeah, but what if it was like
Hey, I want a steak. Go make me a steak.
right? That's a regular restaurant. But what about one where you do your own shopping and your own cooking?
So you just have all your groceries sitting there while
Yeah.
you're eating.
You have a personal
So
station.
you can't get anything cold because it's gonna melt.
The original Uncle Buck. Yeah, the original. I am your uncle, and I will totally eat and drink things.
I hope that's not my uncle.
I am your uncle, and I will totally eat and drink the things before buying while shopping. Hey,
Okay.
do you? If
It's still embarrassing to others.
by the way, what you're describing is a homeless shelter, Lucas. You can't just like buy groceries, go sit down in the store,
Right.
make the stuff.
Right.
You're gonna eventually have to leave.
No, I understand that, but I just thought like I
No,
don't
like
know.
if there's
I
like
don't
a
know
food
that.
court like in the restaurant.
No, not at all.
Like tables where you can.
Have
go
you ever
and, like,
seen
make
Guys
stuff.
Grocery Games?
Yeah, I have.
It's a good show. And I was thinking more like that kind of eating where you just have your own station and you just cook what you shop for right then and there.
Right. But
Fresh.
why don't you just take it home?
I don't know. I was just trying to create an idea.
Does your uncle put pickles on his sandwich?
I believe so.
You're not a pickle guy?
If I go somewhere to have a sandwich made, yes. If I'm making a sandwich at home, no.
Really?
Yeah, because I don't want to slice a pickle.
I think the only
No,
bit-
no. You
And
get
I-
sliced pickles.
No, I think that's a mistake
Why would that be a mistake?
because sliced pickles that are pre-sliced are softer than if you did it yourself.
Oh.
So you lose the whole idea of the pickle being something crunchy on your sandwich.
Sliced pickles.
No, they don't have the snap.
You have to get a Vlasic.
A Vlasic.
So I think the only benefit to what you're saying is if there was somebody there, like a chef, who would like teach you how to cook.
Oh,
your
okay,
food.
yeah. See, now you're on what I'm
That-
thinking.
that could
All
be
right.
something.
I'm gonna give you a crash course here in
Okay.
pickles.
Yeah, go ahead and hit me with your pickle theory because I have my own.
It's not a pickle theory.
Okay.
It's the way the world works.
Okay, you're wrong though, because you're a sliced pickle guy over a non.
All right.
I'm a whole pickle guy.
You put whole pickles on your sandwich,
Well, no, like buying whole pickle and
and then you'll cut them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
that's
so-
what you have to do.
Are
It's
you?
better.
Are
I
you?
believe, I'm with Lucas on this.
Yeah.
Where it is fresher and
Uh-huh.
has more of a crunch to it.
When it's sliced, the inside gets softer because it's been sitting in like the vinegar or whatever.
Just like the pickle has.
Yeah, but it has a
The inside of the pickle is the same no matter.
No, it's not.
If you cut it, the outside is
No.
the crispy part.
No,
Yes.
no, it's different.
No.
It's been protected by pickle skin.
I've had Taco Bell 3 times in a day.
By pickle skin.
They're softer.
Cameron, did you hear that?
But yeah, I sure did.
I don't know what to call it.
Pickle skin. It's protected by pickle skin.
It sounded good.
Yeah.
So are you
I feel I don't like pickle spears either for the same reason.
Are you
Although they're better.
dill pickle or a sweet pickle?
Dill
Dill.
only.
Right.
Sweet pickles are
I
sick.
could still be your friends.
Pickle skin? I don't think it's called skin, is it?
I don't know. I don't think so. I've never heard pickle skin.
I mean, what else would you call it? It does have a harder.
Yeah, outside
shell?
as a
It's not a
is it pickle
shell.
crust?
No, I don't think so.
Can you peel a pickle?
No.
I don't know. I don't
It
know.
would be skin.
Pickle skin?
I've never tried to shave a pickle.
It's protected by the pickle skin. It doesn't make any sense. The thing about it was when you said that pickle skin, I was like, I'll buy it.
Yeah, you were.
And then I
into it.
go,
Pickle
what did he
skin.
just say? Pickle skin?
Oh man.
I don't think. See, I think that the inside of the pickle is going to be soft no matter what.
No, it's not like
Well, it's
not that soft.
It's soft, yes, but I think it being cut open is softer
Yeah.
than if you cut the pickle.
It's a rind, isn't it?
Okay. Well,
Sure, I don't
The
know.
pickle rind.
did someone hit you with that in chat?
Yeah. No, they didn't say pickle skins. Hey, what are you guys eating for dinner? Pickle skins?
Just pickle skins.
Sick.
I've peeled all the pickles in the jar, and we're just having pickle skins.
Do you think that you think that that's something that they're going to start?
I don't know. You can make like fried pickle skins.
I've never had a fried
Chips?
pickle.
Fried pickles are fantastic.
You ever had a fried pickle?
No, I have not.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
Really?
They're really
Yeah.
good. Really good.
I like pickles.
You would love a fried pickle.
I don't think so, man.
I think you would.
There's a reason I haven't tried it.
If you like
No.
pickles,
Yeah, you'll like a fried
pickle.
When I was in
Calm
Texas,
down.
people would also freeze pickle juice and have like popsicles.
That's
That was
sick.
the thing. Yeah, it was
That's sick.
and Kool-Aid pickles.
Now that
Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
Sugar. So yeah.
Yeah.
Kool-Aid pickles.
Yeah.
When you mix the
You mix Kool-Aid
Now,
and
see,
then you
that's
soak
gross.
pickles in it, and they like change the
That's
color
gross.
of the Kool-Aid.
and Vlasics are crunchy because they make them. Somebody just said in the chat,
Uh-huh.
the Vlasic slices, they make them crunchy.
Okay, so then they've said that there's a problem.
There's
with
not
the
a
sliced pickle.
problem.
They're admitting that there's
No.
a problem by saying that.
No,
Yeah, because if
I
they
think
didn't
that they
have
just
to put crunchy.
no, I think they just put
No,
that on there.
No, they don't. They do it so that they trick you into thinking that it's the same as if you were to buy a full intact pickle.
Have you had a hot pickle?
Hot pickles are good.
A hickle?
Like spicy one?
Pickle. A pickle skin hickle.
I've never had a hickle spin hickle. Hickle spin. A hickle spin pickle. I've never had a pickle skin hickle. What's that? What's a hot pickle?
This is a pickle that was like, they
Hot
just put
sauce?
like a hot sauce in with it. Like the one that I had was like a tapatio flavored pickle.
Sounds so good.
I could get, I mean, I could get down with that,
It was really good.
but I've never had
I would like to have that on the side with a sandwich.
a hickle.
Yeah, a hickle on the side.
let me get a hickle on with a side of pastrami, please.
Oh man.
So can you slice hickles come in full pickles?
Yeah.
So you can use them. You can slice it and put it on a sandwich.
You could, yeah.
Because I think the sandwich is the most versatile of all foods.
What about a burger?
Well, it's just a sandwich.
That's a sandwich.
Is it?
Yeah.
If there's a bun and meat in the middle,
I don't know.
Pause.
A bun? A bun turns it into something different.
there's
Although
all
I've
kinds.
made a sandwich on a bun.
I've seen you
Yeah.
eat a hot dog.
Yeah. With white bread.
Completely wrapped in white bread.
Yeah. Sometimes the heel too.
Exclusively, most of the time, I've seen you with the heel.
Yeah. I've been poor.
I've been poor. You weren't poor though. That was the thing.
Yeah, it wasn't. I just enjoy a hot dog on white bread sometimes.
A heel white bread.
Well, I obviously don't like pick the heel out, but I'll never not use a heel.
Have you? Okay, here's one. Have you ever made a peanut butter and jelly sandwich with two heels?
Yeah.
Just no hesitation. No hesitation.
I've made
No
lots
thought.
of sandwiches with two heels. Just,
Cam,
Yeah, I've done it.
I don't
it's
mind.
never
it.
by choice. It's just like when you live in a house with a lot of people, sometimes you're left with the heels.
But at the same time, I've thrown away a lot of
Nah,
meals
never.
Why?
Yeah.
because I'd rather not eat them.
I've seen you eat a moth,
Yeah. I've
Fair.
seen you do that too.
a big moth, and then you refused to get lunch because you said you were full
From the moth.
from the moth.
A lot of protein.
Ugh.
The funny thing was, I didn't even ask him. He just said, "Look, there's a moth. He's all, you want me to catch it and eat it?" And he goes, "Sure."
Sick.
Wasn't the first time, and it won't be the last.
Ugh.
You're never gonna eat another moth.
I hope one flies in here right now.
You would not eat a moth right this second, would you? Really?
Yes.
Sick, dude. I tried to eat. Yeah, that's true. I did try to eat. Somebody said don't bring up honey buns. I tried to eat a honey bun on air the other day.
Did you?
Have you ever? You know, with the frosting on them,
Oh yeah. I know what a honey bun is.
that thing turned into an actual brick, like mortar.
It's hard.
Once it got down my gullet, yeah,
Were you struggling on there?
bad, dude.
You didn't have anything to wash it down?
Dude, the water made it expand.
Yeah, I was gonna
Milk.
say, what do you drink? Yeah, I would say milk. would
No.
probably be.
Milk.
I didn't have any milk.
Chocolate milk with a
Yeah.
honey bun.
It'll help coat your throat. Get
Yeah.
it down.
It didn't. Not. I didn't have any milk.
It's on you.
Big mistake.
I don't like milk. I never have milk.
You like cheese,
I love cheese.
even though you have a reaction to it.
No, I think I've beat that.
No, you haven't, because you've had it since you were born.
No, I beat it.
There's dude.
Dude, I've cured all my allergies and all that.
By running.
Yeah.
I mean, you. Okay.
I haven't seen you with like
No.
Look.
Kleenexes.
Yeah,
ever
they
in a
used to
long-
always be in my pocket.
You used to have like 6 in your pocket.
I have a bit of a runny nose right now. That's just because I just got over something.
You would borrow my clothes, and I'd find your used hankies.
Yeah,
in
that's
my-
true.
What'd you get over the C word?
Yeah, I had it.
How was that?
It was like nothing.
Yeah.
I was tired.
When aren't you tired?
Right. I was a little more tired, and I had a fever for one day, and then nothing.
Well, I'm glad that you did well.
Me too. It could have gone bad.
I don't want it to go bad. I want it to go good.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Because I just got over something.
Yeah.
Yeah. The same thing everybody else in the world is dealing with, unfortunately.
Uh-huh.
It's
Other things.
And we're back.
So like the third time.
I don't know, dude. I'm
I'm throwing you off.
No. I don't think
Although
so.
it sounds like maybe it doesn't. Yeah.
What's that?
Cameron was showing me something.
He said 3 times, and I said this many.
Cameron's missing a finger. People, just so
Yeah.
you know. So when he says 5, he really means 4.
He's gotta use his other hand for 5.
Do you think you could maybe just fit just the hand in here? Just the hand only, no face.
Okay, here we go. I like, you know how like your logo is the hand. Maybe you should like take the pinky away. Just black it out. Use like paint and just color it black.
I've seen him scoop dip with it.
Oh, sick. Yeah. Packing his dip in with his nub. Sick.
He lost it. You can tell him how you lost it, Cam.
Well, we were loading the center dividers on the highway, the big old cement. They're called K-rail, big center dividers on the highway. We were loading it onto a semi truck, and it got pinched in between the semi truck.
Popped like a grape.
Squished it like a grape, yeah. And then it got sewed back on or together. It didn't go well.
Didn't go well.
Slowly started to turn black and die, and about 4 days later,
What do you mean it didn't go well?
It
Well,
didn't go well.
the hopes was that all the blood vessels would like find themselves because they're so small. Sometimes they can. They were like sewing it back up,
Yeah.
and I had an appointment like a week later to go to the same doctor.
Mm-hmm.
But 2 days after, like I was cleaning the bandage and it was turning black. So.
Yeah. Full disclosure, I smelled the dead finger.
Yeah.
It's
We
not
all did.
wasn't good.
Yeah, well, no, dying flesh does not smell good.
No, it doesn't. And I remember the morning that you were you were gonna have it amputated. I text you, I was like, hey, what are you doing? You're like, this is what he's looking at. He says, he goes, I'm eating little smokies right now. And then I'm gonna have my little smoky taken off.
That is 100%
It's a
factual.
good meal. It was a good meal. Before.
So you were eating little sausages, little Vienna sausages.
It wasn't planned.
Wow.
My dad just decided
Your
he was gonna
dad
make me breakfast, and
So-
that's what he made.
So your dad brought you little Vienna sausages to your
No, they're not
amputation.
Vienna sausages.
They're little smoky.
Little smokies.
Yeah.
Aren't those Viennas?
No.
Are they?
No.
I think-
Vienna sausages come in a can.
Yeah.
Well, they're
Little
all
smokies come in a package. They're like a breakfast sausage.
yeah. That the thing, but the
They're like
Same
the same type
thing.
of
They're same
size.
thing.
Yeah.
and the conversation was, I said, what are you up to? And you said, I'm eating little smokies. I'm about to have my little, and then they're gonna cut off my little smoky.
Yeah.
Sorry about your loss.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry, man.
Life goes on.
Yeah, just with less fingers. Thank you for listening to The Lab. I'm your host, Joshua Diaz. Oh, man.
Oh man, that was fun.
Yeah, man. Thanks for coming, guys. And we will be doing more of this. It's good to be back in the saddle with you guys. Pause.
I've had Taco Bell 3 times in a day.
How many times in a day?
3.
I hear dog whistles.
What?
Yeah, it's the thing.
You're not on the team.
I'm not on
You're not a coach.
You want to wave bye, Cameron?
Unreal.
You're not on the team. You're not on the team. You're not a coach.
You're not a coach.
You're not a coach.
It was halftime.
It was halftime. That's what made it worse. Like if it wasn't halftime,
Yeah, if it wasn't halftime, it wouldn't have been that weird.
yeah, if it was halftime, it wouldn't have been a problem at all, right? Like if the end of the game was,
If it was the end of the game and he had won the game and you ran out there and picked him up, I don't think it would have been as weird. But it was halftime, and that's where you went wrong.
I went wrong. I'm not on the team. I'm not a coach.
You're not on the team.
I'm not on the team.
You're not a coach.
I'm not a coach. Oh, that's too much, man. Take care, guys.
Love you.
Oh, wow.
Bye.